After a tip from military intelligence, Gujarat ATS has arrested a Pakistani spy agent for operating an ISI-run espionage racket targeting Indian defense personnel. He had migrated to India in 1999 and was granted Indian citizenship in 2006. The Taliban administration will send a technical team to China for talks, as it wants to formally join China's Belt and Road Infrastructure Initiative. Army commanders analyzed geostrategic issues such as ongoing conflicts at the Army Commanders Conference, and they drew out relevant lessons for the Indian military. Hindustan Aeronautics is actively engaging with Philippine military and government officials to explore potential export opportunities of the Tejas light combat aircraft, Prachand light combat helicopter and light utility helicopter. The DRDO is working on integrating advanced lightweight torpedo on Seeking 42B anti-submarine warfare helicopter. A Kerala-based private sector firm Marian Apparel Private Limited has announced that it has taken a decision not to take any new uniform orders from the Israel police force. The US State Department has expressed concerns over the departure of 41 Canadian diplomats from India and has urged the Indian government to cooperate in the ongoing Canadian investigation. The Defense Ministry has granted acceptance of necessity for the procurement of 6x6 high-mobility gun-towing vehicles that must be able to tow a gun or radar of 20 tons. Top commanders of the Indian Air Force will hold Air Commanders Conference next week to comprehensively review the security situation along the borders and new plans to bolster its combat capabilities and induction of new technologies. A retired Major General of Indian Army has said that India has large borders both on the land and in the maritime domain, and that India must now insist on the S-500 missile system from Russia. India has done well with a mix of air defense systems, but it still needs to re-audit its inventory for vertical and horizontal coverage besides carrying out a frequency scan of the incoming threat. Russia has already pitched the S-500 system to India that can track 20 ballistic missiles and can take out 10 ballistic missiles in rapid succession, as well as AWACS aircraft, airborne tankers and jammers at a range of 600 kilometers. Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders has delivered INS Amphan to the Indian Navy 4 months ahead of contractual time, which is the third stealth destroyer of Project 15B class guided missile destroyer. The indigenous content in the 7,500-ton destroyer is 72%, and it is armed with BrahMos extended-range missiles and Barak 8 medium-range surface-to-air missiles. The fourth P-15B destroyer is currently at an advanced stage of outfitting and will be commissioned by 2025. French firm Naval Group has proposed a significant upgrade for the 3 additional Calvary-class submarines that includes DRDO-developed AIP system and advanced lithium-ion battery technology that will provide enhanced underwater endurance compared to the lead-acid batteries used in the previous 6 Calvary submarines. These upgrades will also be equipped on the previous 6 Calvary submarines, giving them an extended service life of 40%. The Indian Navy has issued a request for information for the procurement of 12 unmanned mine countermeasures suite that will comprise of autonomous surface vessels, heavyweight autonomous underwater vehicles and remotely operated vehicles that are designed to be used on board Indian naval mine countermeasures vessels. It will feature various mission payloads for mine detection, identification, classification, localization and neutralization. India and Zambia are exploring opportunities for collaboration in the manufacturing of small arms ammunition and other defense equipment in Zambia. A high-level delegation led by Defense Secretary and Permanent Secretary of Zambia also visited various defense manufacturing establishments of both private and public Indian defense industries and expressed interest in several Indian high-quality and cost-effective equipment. ISRO has successfully carried out the first test flight of its test vehicle Demonstration 1, ahead of its Gaganyaan mission to take astronauts into space in 2025. The test was conducted to demonstrate whether the crew could safely escape the rocket in case it malfunctioned. The successful launch will now pave the way for other unmanned missions, including sending a robot into space next year. Today's top 3 comments.